I have never met a more inarticulate Harvard PhD in my entire life. Inarticulate, really good.
Lilla seems to have a sixth sense that allows him to figure out who did the reading. The coursework post probably gave him a hint, but I'll go with the sixth sense. It's actually that little camera on your computer that I lock into. That's my favorite.
First of all, Lindemann herself is rather goofy. I'm goofy. Okay, fine. She has an extraordinarily odd sense of humor. Well, I guess you can judge. And an overall strange wardrobe and appearance, but this does not detract from her ability as an instructor.
Literally do not take this class. First of all, he barely lectures. He goes on tangents, never stays on topic, interjects unnecessarily with his weird social and political commentary, and barely reformatted class to be on Zoom. He worries more about his podcast than teaching this class, and is extremely unaccommodating and understanding. It's almost as if we weren't in a global pandemic for this past year. Goodness gracious.
So when I got schedule conflicted out of Galati, I came and read the very reviews you are reading now. Oh, I thought naively. Well, Flaherty doesn't sound so bad, according to these. But how wrong I was. Start off with 25 minutes or so of bad jokes. I don't have 25 minutes of good jokes either.
Professor Applegate isn't going to hold your hand through the course. If you're looking for coddling, go home to your parents and find it there. He presents the material clearly and in an engaging style, but it's up to you to do the work and learn what he offers. He expects you to be adult and take responsibility for your education by actually studying the material. Shocking.
This is not a science class. It shouldn't fulfill the science requirement. Shouldn't be in the psychology department, and it, all caps, definitely shouldn't be a 2400 level class, since, quote, neurobiology is only mentioned as a side and at a level that middle schoolers could understand. Oh, damn.
Professor McWhorter would be a great tour guide. I would, actually. He's endearing, funny, but he doesn't give much content. I could have learned this entire semester in 2 hours maximum. My friend said that he's like icing without the cupcake. It was very frustrating to sit through over an hour of maybe 2 sentences of actual content that I could take notes on and think over later.
He has an opinion on almost everything, but is never nasty in person. Emails are a different story. Most of his emails are entirely in capital letters, and that is because he's screaming at you. This is true.
I didn't pay to hear him preach about how misunderstood meth is, and I certainly didn't pay to hear the lawyer, that's not scientist, who fights for the rights of pregnant drug users preach about the evils of the government. That person really didn't like the class.
If you have to miss 3 classes, then it starts to count against you. If you have to miss more, have someone else take your clicker to class. It's not hard, folks.
He exceeds the capability of most professors teaching at home. All of that said, I must warn you, he's mean. All in caps. I learned a lot in the class, but he's a monster to you unless you think right and speak exactly perfectly. And trust me, if you're a freshman, you don't think right or speak perfectly. Just accept it now. All in all, I'm glad I had him as a professor because I learned a lot. Even so, I'll bear the scars of that class for a long time. They do wonders with plastic surgery now. You should look into it.
His internet grammar makes the average YouTube troll look like an articulate, well-informed member of society. He doesn't shut up about his cats. That's a troll?
The Sea Fairy visited me for the first time at Columbia in this disaster of a class. Not only did I make an effort to come to every class, big mistake, and to try to follow along his incomprehensible lectures, stupid move number 2, but I refused to cheat on the midterms and the finals like so many others seem to be doing, strike 3. I had a cheating ring one year, but we had to break up.
Thank you all for your critiques, and I hope you all are doing well in life and using what you taught and what you learned in the class to make better drug policies. But you probably won't, as demonstrated by ex-Columbia President Barack Obama. So you all will go off and be other Obamas and screw up the world of drugs.